Welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be taking the top 5 common questions about aliens. Something like evidence of aliens visiting the world. What do aliens look like? Have we made any communication with aliens? What would happen if aliens thought to colonize the world? Today we are going to answer all these questions, but before proceeding further, we request that you subscribe to our channel to support us so we can create more content for you. And don't forget to click that link below after watching this video for some amazing deals. So without further delay, let's jump into the video. Question 1. Do aliens exist? There are so many billions of stars out there in the universe that there must be all sorts of different forms of life. Will they be like you and me, made up of carbon and nitrogen? Probably not. We don't know for sure, but we want to believe. Outer space is a vast expanse that we have so much more to learn about, which is why it's hard to flat out deny the possibility of other intelligent life forms. If life can exist and persist in seclusion in some of the harshest conditions on Earth, other interplanetary life forms have likely evolved and acclimated to conditions in space too. The renowned science writer Arthur C. Clarke once said, "Two possibilities exist. Either we are alone in the universe, or we are not. Both are equally terrifying." Several discoveries and theories from some of the greatest minds in science point to the likelihood that there's something beyond us in the universe, so there's a pretty decent chance we have neighbors somewhere in the ether. Question 2. Have aliens visited Earth? Whether extraterrestrial life has touched the soil of Earth or floated above it, observing us all, has been a burning question for almost as long as humankind could look at the stars. The many claims of alien sightings, often buttressed by grainy photos of UFOs, and the many theories about outer space creatures already living among us, could fill enough books to weigh down a spacecraft that's collecting samples of our planet. One thing is for certain, the public and private agencies that deal with all things space focus on finding life away from Earth. They are not researching, at least not publicly, the scientific possibility of whether aliens have already been on our planet. For that matter, governments answer stories of UFO sightings on Earth by pointing to the weather, or by saying the claim couldn't be corroborated. There are no official records of aliens visiting Earth till now, but don't forget, we're not the only one in the beautiful planet. Question 3. What do aliens look like? Movies and TV shows would have us believe aliens would look a bit like us, only with a big bald head, green skin, and crazy eyes. Somewhere in the universe there must be, have been, or will be other advanced civilizations. The chances of anyone alive today seeing or even communicating with them are very slim. However, such problems should not stop us from imagining what they might be like. First, a real alien is bilaterally symmetrical, endothermic with excellent manipulative abilities, and has a hard container for a brain. Well, it is all theory according to science and scientists. Alien life can be different than life on Earth. Liquid water is necessary for all life, including humans on Earth. But there are many environments in space where liquid water cannot exist because it is either too cold or too hot. Other liquids, such as liquid methane or liquid nitrogen, may exist. An alien may use unfamiliar chemistry to live, based on things other than water. An extraterrestrial organism may look like an organism on Earth. The most common living thing on Earth is bacteria. They are small and can survive in many different environments. Also, bacteria are likely very similar to the first living things on Earth. When scientists think about finding life on other planets, they are often thinking of finding something that looks like a bacterium. And in this same way, this alien would be small and able to survive in harsh environments. Question 4 is, what will happen if aliens thought to colonize the world? For decades, Hollywood films fantasized about what it would be like if the world was suddenly confronted with an alien invasion. From Robert Wise's The Day the Earth Stood Still in 1951, to Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds, 2005. These movies showed us the unimaginable devastation that would follow in the wake of these alien beings. The main plot of such films invariably revolved around a single question: what would be our response? What would happen if our planet was suddenly confronted by this great menace, superseding our borders, ideologies, race, and creed? The answer? At long last, we might overcome our differences. We might finally act as one, as a species fighting for our survival. Well, it's all a theory, but what if it happens? Well, if humanity stays in the hands of the country's leaders, will they remove all the borders and come together to fight? Or will it be the end of the world and humanity? Question 5. Have we had any communication with aliens, and do we have evidence of aliens on our planet? Well, our team has researched and has some evidence of alien communication and evidence of aliens on the planet. 1. The answer to weird signals happening in the universe is never aliens until maybe it is. Earlier this year, researchers announced that they had captured a very mysterious beam of energy in the radio part of the electromagnetic spectrum at 980 megahertz, coming from the closest star to our own, Proxima Centauri, which is just 4.2 light-years away and hosts one gas giant and one rocky world 17% larger than Earth, and it just happens to be in its star's habitable zone, meaning water could exist there. The unexplained signal reportedly shifted slightly while it was being observed in a way that resembled the shift caused by movement of the planet. Researchers are excited, but cautious, explaining that they will need to figure out if more mundane sources, such as a comet, hydrogen cloud, or even human technology could be mimicking an alien signal, and that it will likely take time before they know one way or the other if ET was trying to phone us. 2. 2 years ago, scientists spotted a cigar-shaped object hurtling through the solar system. Dubbed Oumuamua, the entity is considered by most to be an interstellar comet flung out from another star. But close observation showed that Oumuamua was accelerating as if something was propelling it, and scientists still aren't sure why. Avi Loeb, a Harvard University astrophysicist, has proposed that instead of a comet, the interstellar visitor could have been an alien probe, pushed by a light sail, a wide, multi-meter thin piece of material that accelerates as it's pushed by solar radiation. Other scientists have thrown cold water on his idea, pointing out that hydrogen ice could have melted off the object in a way that was similar to a rocket engine or other propulsion method. But in August, Loeb fired back, writing in a study stating that hydrogen ice is very easily heated, even in the cold depths of interstellar space, and should have sublimated away before it reached our system. It seems the debate might go on for a little longer, at least. 3. A fair number of Earthlings don't care what ambiguous evidence scientists come up with to show that aliens are out there. They are convinced that we've been visited by technological beings many times, pointing to stories about UFOs and alien encounters, pretty much all of which have been debunked. True believers received a boost in April when the U.S. Navy released footage captured by pilots that showed odd wingless aircraft traveling at hypersonic speed, looking for all intents and purposes like bizarre alien machinery. Despite the evidence of such videos, people should still be wary, argued freelance journalist Sarah Scholes in her book, They Are Already Here: UFO Culture and Why We See Saucers, Pegasus Books, 2020. After deciding to look into the Navy's evidence, Scholes was unable to determine if it showed alien aircraft, but she found a much more human story by speaking to leaders in contemporary UFO culture and discussing our very basic need to believe in something beyond ourselves. Well, at least it's a debatable topic, but if we found aliens, it will be the biggest finding of humanity. So this finished our countdown, the top 5 common questions about aliens. Hope you liked this video. Now don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. See you very soon. Goodbye.